It's another edition of Checking In with Hein and Johnny, where the hosts bring in mystery topics that neither host knows anything about until the mics go hot and on the air. We are the show that keeps the host from talking about the weather and World War II 24 hours a day. Hey, Heiny, man, what's on your mind?
What's happening, Johnny?
It is a beautiful day, couple of weeks before Christmas.
Ho.
I know.
Ho.
I am excited about the fact that we have consistently been doing these idiotic podcasts for many, many weeks now. It is a tribute to the Heiny Man, the spearheader of all of this activity.
I did recently receive some, more viewer mail. I think it's from listener number 3. We've got
Feedback.
Russia, Indonesia, and now it's a third person. And this person wrote that, Dear Hein and Johnny, I love the podcast. I really think you guys are funny and insightful, and what you bring to the world is just magic.
This must be a lie. Did you make this up?
Johnny, sit,
Oh.
stay,
Okay.
down,
All right.
down. You think I just sit around like, oh, I think I'll dream up some more viewer mail because nobody ever writes in.
Which is, never mind. I'm sorry. That was very snarky. My resolutions coming up on the New Year's Eve show will show that I have some good resolutions. Don't be so snarky. Continue.
May I continue? This listener writes, although, I loved the show, could you guys speed up the pace of the show a little bit, because it seems really slow, and frankly, I'm having a hard time keeping my face out of my soup, so I listen to the show at 1.5 speed.
Well,
they speed it up. And I look at it
funny.
and I say, Johnny, this person obviously writes, signs lyric from Rio Rancho, and wherever Rio Rancho is, I don't know. I don't know where it is.
godforsaken wasteland.
I look at it and I say, when you're eating a dish of ice cream, you want to sit and take it in slowly. And I'd compare that to the gems that are on this show. And obviously this person probably gets a creme brulee at the end of a fancy restaurant meal, casually takes her finger and flicks the candied raspberry off the top and inserts her nose into it and inhales quickly to feel the yellow custardy goodness surging down the back of her throat and making it to the gullet as quickly as possible. And she also writes, could you guys please control the drooling and stop the incessant scab picking? It really grosses me out.
We do. I try not to touch my face during the show, but I have to admit, Lyric is right. I do. I should stop touching my skin.
And occasionally, I've just got to rip these things off the bottom of my chin.
Guilty. I'm so sorry. Guilty as charged.
We'll do better.
Or we will ask everyone to play this at 2.5 speed so that they can stand spending 15 minutes with us. So, yeah, I understand the podcast pace is extremely elderly.
Thank you, drive-through.
Thank you. Thank you, Lyric. I did give us some sweet, sweet news. Thank you, Spain. We now have added one more country. So one more country to our vast treasure trove of listeners. So, do you have a life's philosophy, Heiny Man? Anything that overarching, you would say, is your life's philosophy? I will tell you mine. I'll give you, after having done the podcast for a few months and looking back, we're going to do like the year in review show on New Year's Eve. But looking back on this year of doing the podcast, I definitely don't take this podcast too seriously. Some of the listeners do. Just in case you're wondering, we get some pretty angry viewer mail. So I have to admit to those viewers that are watching, thank you, but I don't take this too seriously. The life's philosophy and the podcast will be chill, brother. You've got time to don't get too upset. Do you have a life's philosophy, Heine man?
What, do what I'm told by my wife. Live fast, die young, leave a good-looking corpse. That's a good one.
And we're being truthful, so that is exactly right. That's mine. Don't try not to get in trouble constantly from the boss. I like it. Have you forced on your wife any weird, or do you have any weird cold plunge activities, workouts, weird tics or activities that Mark Wahlberg does? Have you adopted any of those and caused the family to do any of them, other than weird trips for racing? That's a given. That's not weird.
Johnny, I record the old Batman and Robin series and watch it incessantly.
Nice. We all know you have a great sense of appreciation for not only Adam West, but Dracula. And there is a new Dracula movie coming out. So I candy already.
Wait, do we know anything about it? Let me guess the first line of the film. It says, I bid you welcome. Wait, I got another line. I never drink wine. I have another one. Listen to them, children of the night. What music they make.
Bela Lugosi is in your soul, my friend.
And who can forget his star-lit career?
Yes. We have reviewed it many times, and Lyric has told us to stop. Please, right now, stop it. We have hit a couple of milestones. We got a little confetti on our sites that said, congrats, 17,000 views, Heine. 17,000 views. So we certainly are being listened to a lot more than I ever thought we would be. So congrats to that. I don't know how it will end up when we are corpses and leave gorgeous corpses, but now.
Wait, Johnny, hang on a minute. I think I'm having an earwax cave in.
Lyric said, "Don't be picking at scabs and earwax." She told you specifically to stop doing that, and you immediately, 10 minutes into the show, grabbing at the goob, licking.
I want to apologize to any of our listeners who have a constant landslide coming out of their ears. I'm not being insensitive.
We try to be PC, but we're not very PC. You don't have a lot of horrible things. Have you ever done a cold plunge? Mark Wahlberg, Zach, a whole bunch of celebrities do the cold plunge. You know, water below 43 degrees. Was that's definitely a thing this year?
It's not on my list, buddy. I do like cuddling with snuggly puppies. My secret dream is to be dropped into what, they have those big ballrooms where they throw the kids in at McDonald's with all the germy balls.
Yeah,
I want to be dropped into a big sea of snuggly puppies.
I would love it.
It would be good, except for maybe all the poop. But But the dream, the vision is there.
In your mind.
Are you kidding? Life is painful enough.
Yeah.
Why subject yourself to like rolling in the snow naked?
Yeah, 4:30 wake-ups for his first of 12 workouts. Yeah.
I mean, I'm having enough trouble as it is. I don't need that, any more
Don't need that
shrinkage.
It was shrinkage. I just got out of the water.
There you go. That's not going to be impressive.
No, as we all know. So with that theme, of course, we quickly go to the poop talk. We love puppies and poop on this show.
I'm not bringing that up.
To finish up Christmas, coming up in 2 weeks, we did want to do the usual mayhem themes, which is the topic of, if you wanted someone to get the insurance money, how could you conceive a suicide so that they wouldn't rule it a suicide, but would let you go as an accident? So what's the best way to get away with that?
What pops right onto my mind is real candles on the Christmas tree.
That is a great, of course, the entire house would go up with you and everybody in it getting the insurance money, but
It's a big win. Maybe you sneak a few little cans of Coleman fuel under the tree.
it was so cold, Mommy. Can we have Coleman fuel?
I thought I would surprise all my friends with Coleman fuel this year in the holidays. So I had each can wrapped underneath with a little fuse on it.
It was
and then the real candles on the tree.
bursted.
Yes. I mean, sometimes we just like to gather on the balcony at our home on Christmas Eve and watch the homes go up down in the valley who are using the real candles on the Christmas tree.
I do not.
Has happened.
Was it Switzerland that did the real candles on the tree? How did they stay alive as a country if that's what they did? I mean, one tiny breeze from the window and the chateau.
You want to make sure your tree is fresh and keep the base filled with that water. Definitely.
Yeah, I think you want to have your tree out in the rain if you're going to do that in order to not have it burn down.
I don't know, Johnny, how would you do it? How would you stage the Christmas accident? Oh, hanging up the lights. That's an easy one.
Oh, Chevy Chase Christmas Vacation. Ooh, another eye candy. I definitely love Christmas Vacation, and when he staples his sleeve to the roof and tries to pull it off. So you were that, Henry, you're diabolical, I've decided. That's a great way to do it. But would a fall from 10 feet, would it kill you or just leave you paralyzed?
I've seen the people walking around like this, my wife is driving me everywhere now.
Yes.
What'd you do? Oh, putting up the Christmas lights.
Yes.
Took a little dive off the ladder. Ooh, yeah. Both arms. Yeah.
From now on, though, I'll think of those people as, I'll be like, so you tried to get rid of your miserable life by diving off the ladder and it took a left turn. Sorry about that. I will no longer feel bad for him. I'll be like, hey, it's got to be at least four levels. You got to be up 4 stories to let it be fatal.
Yeah, that's you want to prep early for seasonal attitude disorder.
Man, you had that locked and loaded. You are way smarter than me. So what was it? Seasonal
Attitude disorder. It used to be called SAD. It's a syndrome. Maybe we've conquered it through.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
You're my personal Dr. Pimple Popper, because that was just like, Doc, what's this weird lump? And you were like, SAD, seasonal. It's a disorder. I can get you some Adderall really helps on it.
And to get over your seasonal attitude disorder, you may want to dive on Spotify and check out Connor Morrison's new release for the holidays. It is called Don't Call Me Up on Christmas Eve. It really rocks. It's jamming. And give it a listen. And
Ear
clap
candy.
at the end and 2 thumbs up. Big ear candy. Big. Boom.
So down below in the comments, you will be able to click on Connor's Christmas song. That's great.
Right.
Heine, you're bringing it.
The well is deep, my friend. The well is deep.
You served today. Yeah, you
What
did.
other holiday joy is there?
Tell me, so on the other side of the coin, how do you get rid of your spouse when you need to and you get away with it? What's the best way? So you decide not to fall off the ladder. How do we get rid of the spouse and not get caught?
Let the dogs out.
Who?
They're gone. I don't know. That'd be a good one.
Yeah. So make them put up the lights.
I mean, can it cost money? You know, there's always like a $300 gift certificate to White House Black Market, or Black House White Market, whatever it is.
Electrical accident. I guess the problem is you get caught on most of them.
What?
They look at your browser. They look at your money. So
What they do is they look at when we hop in the truck and are going somewhere, and what pops up on the Google Maps is Lululemon. And she says, that's not a AH spare, so have you been going to Lululemon and buying me something? What'd you buy me? What'd you get?
No.
Did you get me anything?
That's awesome.
No, it was, I could only remember it was next to the Walmart, and I needed to find Walmart.
And I don't remember.
Don't remember where Walmart is. So I
That's
typed
sneaky.
in Lulu. I know it's next to Lululemon. Let's go there.
That's very, very sneaky. I think I need to check the nav in my car.
Yeah,
It's
see where she's been going.
Yeah, except probably she's thinking the same thing I am. She's
I mean,
going to
isn't
the
your
gun
wife just
store.
tracking you around on your phone?
Now, I don't. No wonder she doesn't give me any more money. I have gotten no spending money for the last 10 years. She has found everything.
I'm constantly hiding my phone under the dumpster at the church parking lot, just so I can go out and do something.
Get something done with the church. Yeah, I took it to church. That's so because she knows how much goodness I spread around in the holidays.
I was helping trim the trays.
I was helping the needy. It's so bad. It's so bad that is horrible. Like half of our listeners are like, you two are idiots and disgusting. You think it's impossible that you'd be doing good at the holidays for people who need. Oh, that's so sad. We are a couple of sad folks. You've probably never seen a fantastic show for eye candy called Bad Sisters, and it is definitely all Irish and English and Scottish and fun, and it's kind of that theme we've been talking about, the murder thing, but it makes it fun. It's got the
Our special, our holiday murder special.
They make it zippy. It's on Apple TV Plus, and it is in its second season, and it is delicioso. Yeah, they're really, really conniving and super funny. It's really great acting, of course, because it doesn't have any Americans in it. So it's great acting. And it's in season 2. So if you have not watched it, oh goodness, you should. And another one that does have a lot of good British actors is on Peacock. And it's the Day of the Jackal remake. I don't know if anybody remembers a remake from probably the 60s. And then they did it again with Bruce Willis. Well, this one is Eddie Redmayne that did Harry Potter's second set of the creatures and all that. Well, he's really, really good. He's really good as a super intense assassin. So if you haven't been watching...
Isn't he going after Charles de Gaulle or something like that?
In this case, it is I don't want to spoil anything, but he isn't going after Charles de Gaulle in this one. He is not trying to find the corpse of Charles in this one. It is, but yes. Did you ever see the very first one, the Day of the Jackal?
Day of the Jackal. No, I was focused on Al Pacino in Serpico.
Oh, yeah.
Serpico, Al Pacino is Serpico.
Yeah.
I missed the Day of the Jackal. I was probably 10. Is that 1973?
Yeah. My parents were great parents because I saw that movie with them, Dirty Harry with them, and Dog Day Afternoon with them. They were horrible.
Was there any full frontal nudity in any of these?
No, not back then. Okay. It was just nothing but murder and mayhem. So now we all know why I'm incredibly screwed up. And I was a horrible parent all of my life. I had absolutely no scruples because movies were man, we dove into movies. My parents loved them, so thank goodness. Have you been entertaining and not had enough ice to give to your guests? Maybe soft ice that you can crunch and enjoy that goes very rapidly? Well, this week we're telling you in the comments to click because there's a new ice maker I bought. It makes ice by the minute, man. Buckets of it. And it is fun. Self-cleaning. And you can buy it on Amazon. And if you click below, Heine and I get a little something, something.
I'm going to get one of those ice makers right now because there's nothing worse than when I'm mixing up my holiday Manhattans to have what I call lazy ice. That's the ice that's been in the bottom of the cooler a little too long and isn't going to make your pre-chilled glasses shine and ring like they should.
Man.
So click on the comments below and get your ice maker today.
We have one of the fancy new refrigerators, and the ice maker is this big, and it drops a piece of ice every couple of hours, and then it gets clogged. So my hand is up the hole like once every 4 days because it's always clogged. So I'm jamming it up there, tickling the ice to just try and get it to come down. And
does the new ice maker automatically defrost?
The new ice maker that you can see below is always there. So it drops into a little thing and it holds it and it keeps it fresh light. So it even gives a heavenly glow to the whole house.
Will it julienne fries?
No. Well, no? I haven't jammed a potato in there yet.
Isn't that amazing?
Thousands of julienne fries in a second. That used to, when we were little. That was the commercial. Thousands of julienne fries.
I think our over 60 listeners, which is all three, are going to get that.
Our demo, Henry. Our demo, because TikTok and YouTube, these are technology-driven, platforms. So they have incredibly specific things, and it is just nothing but old people. So anybody that's younger than 61, thank you for turning this on and not listening to it. Just giving us listens because we skew like a mountain. Here's the 00000, all groups 60. It's
And just for you under 60 years old, next week we'll be reviewing Glorilla's new album.
because Henry has talked about the fact that we are a couple of old losers a lot. So he tries to get us a little freshen up. And a couple of comments agreed with you. They said, freshen it up, Johnny. Yeah, I got a lot of pushback.
Glorilla is going to do it for us.
It will get us the likes. Would you like to know? People do love it when you freshen our pod up. They love it. The stuff. Would you like to know the number one and number two topics that they really continue to love? Anytime we talk about Dr. Pimple Popper, huge bump. Huge bump. That and Keith Richards. Always a good standard. Yeah. So
have you heard? Here's a good one. Add this to your playlist.
No.
Add this to your playlist. Have you ever heard of the band gov'tmule? It's old.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Old. And their version of "She Said," which I think is off "Rubber Soul" by the Beatles. Plug that in. It is some ear candy. If you like that kind of grunge music feel, I found that.
I do.
Like boom. Listen to it all the time.
Yeah, I do like that.
I figured you would. This is a dude show, and that's a good dude recommendation.
Yeah, Rusted Root is another kind of cool, grimy sound, and they're just really great. Those are great bands. Love them.
I think it was the leftover guys who parted off the Allman Brothers band, and so guys like that, and away we go.
Makes perfect sense. What else should we help our devoted listener to prepare for the holidays, Heine? Any traditions we need to tell them about? Anything? You slayed me with the fruitcake info on the show. Is there anything else that the family has that would surprise and delight us? Because that one did.
You know what? Our Christmases have become steeped in tradition, and down to, all the silverware and the way we serve things. I mean, we're always having clam dip.
Same as us.
Clam dip.
Yeah.
There are Yorkshire puddings or popovers, depending on how I'm feeling and how the grease is flowing off the roast and a roast. And one special item, John, that I should go haul out is every year a centerpiece of our holiday buffet is the little tiny crafty Christmas tree that has the little holes for the toothpicks in it. And on these toothpicks, we decorate the whole tree with ornamental smoked oysters.
Nothing
and
says
you can
holiday
pop by the little Christmas tree.
Mucus
and
draining.
A little smoked oyster.
That is so awesome, because the image that pops up in my mind is needing a towelette underneath to keep the drippings off of the delightful doily, because the oysters, the image that most of us have with the oysters is draining them off of a half shell.
Well, we just have a little special rain gutter that goes around the tree and just takes all that juice and puts it right in the Waldorf salad.
Choo-choo train that drives it off into the salad. Oh, man, that's an image. Oh, delightful. Well, with that, Henry, bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to Checking In with Hein and Johnny. You can follow all things Hein and Johnny by subscribing to Checking In with Hein and Johnny anywhere you listen to podcasts. Checking In with Heine and Johnny is sponsored by Conveyors and Equipment. They supply, design, and service all types of conveyors, belting, and material handling equipment since 1972. With 3 locations to serve you, Salt Lake City, Albuquerque, and El Paso. find them on the web at conveyequip.com. That's ConveyeEquuip.com.